Okay, so this top graph right up here, the reactants, right, have less energy than the products. In order to get the chemical reaction going, we had to add a little energy first. We call that energy activation energy. Because we add energy to the reaction, creating products with more energy, this is an energy absorbing reaction. What's another word for that that starts with an E? Exothermic. If it's exothermic and we release energy, are we going to end up with products with more or less? This is going to be endothermic. So, energy releasing, what's the word for that? You need to write this on your worksheet. Exothermic. What's the word that I'm going to write right here? What do we do at the start of a reaction, class? I'm going to draw an arrow. I'm going to draw 3 arrows. Arrow 1, arrow 2, okay, and arrow 3. 1, 2, 3. Which arrow represents the activation energy needed to add to the reactants in order for the chemical reaction to occur? Somebody raise their hand. Yes. Number 2 is right. We need to add energy to the reactants, so we add it at this level. Once we reach that top peak, the chemical reaction can occur, and we end up creating what? Which type of these do you think happens naturally on its own? Exothermic or endothermic? Exothermic. Releasing energy, right? Happens spontaneously. So, based on the videos and the notes that we've seen, we understand that the enzyme is this protein that has a specific shape called an active site. Substrates, which are the reactants, bond to the active site. Chemical reaction occurs, and then this releases. This is like an ATP molecule adding a phosphate to some sort of other molecule. It could be glucose or something else. And then when it leaves, it turns into something called ADP because it only has 2 phosphates. Alright guys, so step 1, 2, 3. Products are being released. Is that step 1, step 2, or step 3? Products are being released. Class? 3. What about substrates bind to the enzyme? Substrates bind to the enzyme. Thank God we're doing this. And then the last one where they're converted into products, the chemical reactions are happening. Yeah. So, where do the reactants bind to the enzyme by looking at this? Yeah. Notice they're binding right here. What's that called? The active site, also known as the active binding site. It's the same as saying active site. So, okay, guys, what is the function or job of enzymes in living things? Do they catalyze, which means to speed up, or do they inhibit, which means to slow down chemical reactions? What do you think, guys? That's why enzymes are often called catalysts.